meet me outside, Bitcoin, crypto, don't go for a ride. If you're gonna get your surfboard, get it tied. Wall Street beat, sick dough, crypto. Please don't flip though. I'm not always right though. I'm not a financial advisor, but just the gentleman wearing a visor. Yeah, it's time to hustle. It's just so simple, I'ma solve this puzzle. And if you didn't know that you're feeling puzzled, it's TA, baby. Come on right over. Got one job, I got 1, 2, 3. I'll take 4 more just for me. I'm buying crypto, I'm dollar cost averaging, don't you know? You buy the dip, you have a sip, take a rip. Call me captain of this shit. I don't give a fuck, my name is Skip. XRP, Cardano, Ethereum. Take that shit right down to the cilium. I'ma put my fist through this shit. We're going to the moon and we're going soon. Alright, the name is Wall Street Pete. Crypto in crypto. I thought you'd know. We on YouTube. You wake up in the morning, crack of dawn at Wall Street Pete. We talk about live TA. We talk about paying our bills and staying alive and doing the shit and making it great. Let me say, I'm tired of Wall Street Pete, sick dough in crypto. Want to learn how to make sick dough in crypto? Every day we talk about this crypto live news, technical analysis. How's everybody doing this morning? Bloodbath, if you pay attention right off the rip here. We're going to talk a little bit about some things here this morning, why we're falling and what's most important. Please hit the like and subscribe, hit the bell, all notification, become a subscriber. So this way, when we do go live and get these things, you get the notification. You know we're live because usually these are important videos. So crypto bubble is exploding. CEO, billionaire. Coinbase sounds alarm over rumored SEC ban on crypto staking for retail customers. Could be a big problem, ladies and gentlemen. And it's almost like, what is the next thing that they have? What is the next trick that the SEC has in their pocket? Really, I'm starting to feel that way. We're hearing rumors that the SEC would like to get rid of crypto staking in the U.S. for retail customers. I hope that's not the case, as I believe it would be a terrible path for the U.S. if that was allowed to happen. 10 p.m. February 8th, as you see, I updated to February 9th. So this could be a very big problem, ladies and gentlemen. I don't like this at all. A couple of my sell orders did fill. I did make a decent amount of money, right? We talked about Jasmy. As we get rid of that, talk a little about the Shanghai and how 1.06 trillion market cap down almost 2% in the last 24 hours. What I'm getting now here is I got the sell indicator for Jasmy. I'm not a fan of this, but I did get it. I don't know what's going on, not financial advice, but usually right here, outside of the extended MACD here, as you can see, overbought. Extended overbought on the MACD. Extended MACD overbought. That's pretty much what it means. I got my cross signal to sell on the 4-hourly. I'm not too happy about this, but I was forced, and not really forced. I put a sell order there where we would possibly could break through, and we're doing so. So we'll see what happens going on from here. Is this a trickery to the upside? I'm going to retest here, make people FOMO back in. You got to sell out at the 0082 until it proves to me that Jasmy is going to break through there. I don't think that the very next test is going to be the one. I mean, I can just tell you right now, through my experience in time, which, you know, like I said, nobody's a financial expert or nobody's a financial advisor, but we look at this time frame. And it's usually in a trending format. That's how the MACD works. Well, we got the extended MACD version, and it's an oversold. And by the time I find that bullish momentum somewhere in here, it's going to be a long time, right? We already missed that boat, and we bought at 41. And as I said many times, if you just were watching this channel for the first time, Instagram, you can follow us, wallst.pete. We have proof that we did buy. So we did sell 0.0082. We got some out, order filled. As you can see, what a beautiful sell, right? That's beautiful. And then another order filled at the 71. Not too happy about it, but it is what it is. We're out. We've made money. I mean, we really have all the way down to here. So let's look with this. As you can see, January 10th was the time we bought it. Would that make up for the time we're buying? Well, January 12th. And here it is, 11th to 10th. I don't know how I did fill this order right here at the resistance. So I filled the order at resistance right before we broke through. And as you know, January 10th, you can check it out. January 11th, we were buying Jasmy. So we bought Harmony 1, same time frame, doing the same thing. And currently right now, there could be a head and shoulders pattern that my buddy, and I love it very much that he saw it before I could even do it this morning. I was like, you son bitch, you figured it out, huh? What could be happening is a nice quick rally for Jasmy, which would be the last fake out hurrah. And then what we really need to pay attention to is this, and that's what we're going to watch. So please be very careful. What is that? That's the 66 zone. If we're not bouncing off the 66, there's going to be an inverted head coming down somewhere most likely around the 58 price. And I'll tell you right now, I won't be happy because I have a buy order at 62, I think. I got to double check it. And I really would rather get it lower. So what I'm going to probably do is dollar cost average, split it up. What I'll do once we start breaking through here, and I think this can happen. Like I said, I got my sell order already. I got my sell signal on Jasmy. So once we start breaking the 62, which is about what I have, I'll make it... make it yellow and pink. That's a big one right there, ladies and gentlemen, right? We told you this could happen. Well, head and shoulders pattern probably being created. We'll get a fake pump all the way up to 7,500 for Jasmy. So once you see that happening and we're getting rejected, you better be smart and make a move. It'll be your last time to sell out at that high of a price, most likely. Dollar cost average in that. If you think this pump is for real and it's going to be sustainable, then go for it. I don't think any of this is sustainable. We're talking about being able to unstake, and then it's hilarious because we're contradicting. Because then this morning we're talking about the Ethereum Shanghai news, right? It gets disgusting now. Where is that? Oh, there it is. And we're talking about the Shanghai news, right? It won't come up. There it is. It's so annoying. Assuming the staking ratio covers over time to 60% average of other major proof of stake networks. As we know, Ethereum did that change, right? Proof of stake to the mining. Now we're going to do this proof of stake mechanism here. And the validator number could increase from 0.5 million all the way to 2.2 million. And the yield would fall about 7.4% current. This is what the new upgrade for Ethereum is going to do. To around 5% analysts led by such and such. In a proof-of-stake system, validators attest that a block is accurate and can be added to the blockchain. So it would create scarcity. This would be an outrageous, wonderful program that is needed very much. Why is it giving me such a pain in the ass of an issue? We'll stick it right back up there and get that out. Okay. And so as you can see now, I want to talk a little bit about what has been happening. And Bitcoin dominance on the bottom if you're interested. Let me see if I can get my face out of here and a lot of people. And please, if you have yet to hit the like or subscribe button, please do both if you are not so in this chat. I see Viral in the house. What's up, my brother? Emerald Nicholas. What's going on? As I take a sip and buy the dip here, we're going to pay attention to what is happening. So currently right now, I wasn't too worried about too much. I want to talk about the DXY if you're interested in that sort of thing here. S&P, see where we're going with all that as well. See if we give an update on that. But currently right now, I think we're going to get this double bottom M pattern falling. Looking at the 4-hourly, Bitcoin dominance was pretty strong at one point, dying dramatically. And looking at the RSI, we're down here on the RSI. And the problem with that is I think we're going to keep going. So as you can see right here, we've touched a little lower each time. So we are not considerably there yet every time. So why would we stop now? Well, there's a chance because of the last time we came through. So there's a very little bit more I think can happen before we get a slight lift off here. So pay attention to what is happening. I think something is going on. Of course, what happened? Well, we get some fun. So don't sell everything out right now. I'm not saying that. What I was saying is that, adjust your portfolio. If you are in profits, it's never a bad time to take profits. What's going on, Ether Real Sun? How are you, Ether Real Sun? What we're looking at right here is a little bit of some toppage here, but what I'm really paying attention is the 32.8 pullback, and this is a chart for the 4-hourly. I believe I was looking at the daily on it when I was setting it up, and yeah, there it is. So the daily, I want to go over the monthly. I want to go over so much. There's a lot to talk about. It's pretty rough right now, but 1.06, and I believe we might retrace back to the 1.01 just to get you into that. This is what probably will correlate with it. Double bottom M patterns coming all the way through. We could get something like that. Now remember, I was just talking. This was really not sustainable for a long time. Do you really see the big picture? I mean, do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth. Looking at the monthly for the Bitcoin price, and I'll show you currently how nice this is without advertisement. If you pay $10 a month for this stupid thing, you don't have to keep doing it. But pay attention right now. This is the monthly for Bitcoin. So what I'm seeing here is everything making sense. 20,700 makes total sense for me. So between 20,700 and 21.3, those are going to be my next two Bitcoin long positions I would most likely put in. Not financial advice, just a gentleman twice as nice. But I'm looking at the monthly move here. And the monthly move, if we were to be reminded, was 39.3% for January. This is now February, and I'm paying attention to it, and we're getting some middle sideways action here from my RSI for everything that's teaching me what I need to learn. And as I said, for Jasmy, we got the crossover. You saw that, right? This is my new fun little thing here in Jasmy. I just want to show you how it works. Outside the extended MACD here, this line, the MACD has been pretty relative to either here or inside this range. Once it's outside, it's usually a very effective signal, and it told me to sell my Jasmy. So I can only do what the technical analysis tells me to do, technical analysis. I can't do what my feelings is because I want to keep it, and it really hurt. But I put my sell order in, and it did it for me. So this is why maybe you don't have to do these things manually. If you don't do that, then you might as well not trade, because trading with your brain and trading with technical analysis is totally trading, and the other one is just stupid. I don't know. I don't mean to call you stupid, but it's the same thing with my brain. If I start trading with my brain, that is stupid. We don't trade with our guts, our brain, our feelings. Technical analysis told me to sell this on the 4-hourly. I'm going to do it. Not really happy 100% because on the daily it's telling me it's still going up. So maybe we do get that test up, and I am very concerned about that part, but my sell stop order sold, so I'm not going to overthink it too much, but we could get the sell signal on the daily coming and confirming rather well. So we'll see what happens. Probably Sunday this turns into it, and then we're all happy, which I think we're just building and beating it on Thursday. So today's Thursday, so probably Sunday, what is that, the 10th, the 11th, the 12th. So most likely by the 12th, we will see this daily reverse and actually just beat the signal. What we need to happen is this blue line to come down like this, as it could be already starting. And look how pretty that looks, right? That's the blue line I made. What we need for this to happen, and then the orange, which is our signal, to come in and still keep going kind of up, and then you'll get that cross, and then it will still come down with it. But we need that to start off. It's very important, so hopefully you see what's happening. The blue line is my MACD, and my signal is my orange line. So we need this to continue to happen. Obviously, this is my made-up scenario, so let's split it so we can really see that I did this and that the rest we're hoping for it actually to happen so people don't get confused. But this is what we're looking to see on the daily, okay? We already got that on the 4-hourly. This is the MACD on steroids. You can see the BS I put here for the dailies and the 4-hourly. We're already getting that signal. Hey, orange signal's telling me we crossed. We're up above. We're most likely overbought on the 4-hourly, so it's time to go down. Jasmy's been doing moves. You got to remember, and I got to remind myself. I have to remind myself, ladies and gentlemen, it's tough. It really is tough. I'm not kidding. I have to remind myself that this, since January 13th, okay? Friday the 13th. I don't mean to scare anyone or give anyone some crazy heebie-jeebies, but we're up 98% on our money, and I sold. I had to, because I can't get 98% of my money in less than a month anywhere. So this is why I'm excited. Good morning, Gary. You're probably excited to see that we're doing Jasmy right now. 99%, roughly, approximately here. We're giving that up. We got in at this price, and ladies and gentlemen, it'd be so stupid to watch my money just keep falling and falling and falling. So right now, with a grain of salt, take it for how you need it to be. We could be getting this fake pump right now. I'm going to tell you that 61, 6,200 and 58 are my next buy-in price. Might suck for a lot of people to hear that, because what could be happening here is this pump to the upside. You're going to go, wait a minute, what? And then, like I said, Jasmy's going to be at this price. I'm telling you, with the video you're leaving, hearing about these prices, is going to be up here. What's going to happen? You're going to curse me out, unsubscribe, and then this, what could very well be, is this shoulder gets created, you're going to go, son of a bitch. That guy knows what he's talking about. So I'm not saying for 100% this is happening, but this is most likely the scenario for Jasmy. So you better watch and pay attention to what is happening. My first level of a big bounce could very well be this price. So you're going to have 3 levels to pay attention to. The 66, I got the 62 coming in. I want to make it really a 62, so can we do it? 62, and then we got the 58, which I'm ultimately trying to buy at, which would be a resistance flipped into support, which we should get a huge bounce off of. So pay attention to that for the Jasmy price. Bitcoin, as I said, if all this is doing that, well, obviously Bitcoin's not going to fall and Jasmy's going to rise. I do believe that this was unsustainable, absolutely. So we're going to get a little bit of a pullback here. 20,700 on the monthly did make sense to me. Now, I don't see it there. I don't see it there on the daily, 4-hourly, such and such, but I do see it here at the 38.2 pullback. So I want to keep that in my mind as I continue to watch what's going on in the market. So please be careful. Pay attention. 20,700 for Bitcoin is rather something I want to keep an eye on. Always dollar cost average in, as we may not get there. We could get a liquidity grab to 20,700, but ultimately, as we're paying attention to the daily chart, I see 21,000 as being a possible pullback. Head and shoulders pattern, even here, it's possible to see that. Shoulder, head, obviously up here, get a fake dead cat bounce, and then ultimately find our inverted head back down here, or possibly below to the 50%, would then take you to 20,200. So you got to pay attention to the levels. Every one of them are real and possible. We can't just ignore them. So I'll put that as a pink level, as we don't expect it, but it could be, and that would be a nice 50% pullback. Would not shock me at all, but there is the bottom, there is the possible top. I would draw the line in the sand at that price, definitely. 20,200, that's where I would draw my line in the sand, put my sell stop and be like, well, if I'm holding Bitcoin right now and we're falling any further below there, I am a little concerned on where we're heading at that point, and then I'm going to have to pay more attention on what is going on. So pay attention to what we have going through. Try to make these as little as possible so you can see, and it's just repeating the same thing over and over, what is pretty much going to happen, or what could possibly happen. So none of it's financial advice, but please pay attention. As you can see here, RSI level, even on the daily, still very high. So we could fall through Sunday. This may be the Sunday move, ladies and gentlemen. This could be all the way into Sunday. So take it for what you want. Take it for what you say here. It's a bloodbath, and I do see that happening. So hi, Pete. What do you think about VRA? VRA, and I know that was a while ago you wrote that. Where is VRA? Probably not on here. And as you can see, we're getting a healthy retracement. I'm not really upset about this at all. You might want to just take, this is why you take profits. You don't know when or what's going to happen, and the FUD can clearly come in, and it did. It came in very quickly, it did. So what is the Ethereum Shanghai upgrade? Well, it basically introduces how a lot of people, as we were just talking about before, you have to have 32 Ethereum to basically stake this. You no longer have to work through that way, as Ethereum completed its switch from proof of stake consensus mechanism. Before this, right, Ethereum used proof of work, and we had a mining. And I was trying to explain that to you, how this Shanghai is coming into effect and how it's going to affect the Ethereum. But there is a big deal, right? It's going to create some type of scarcity through this, and somehow we're going to enjoy that. But a lot is getting unlocked, and that's probably why the crypto price has been doing nothing but falling as of late through the times here as we go. And the FUD, we just talked about that, right? So we're talking about the FUD, talking about the prices. Right now, Bitcoin is 227. VRA, I'm sorry, I didn't merely mean to ignore that, but I like to put them up here and see what we're looking at. VRA, and it's wrapped that I knew, and I wasn't going to be able to find it. We'll have to get back to you on that, Viral. I already know, and I'm so glad I put it in there, because if I did, it would have been annoying trying to find it on TradingView. Obviously, it's one of the poopy coins. Could go to Poop Chart and check it out when I get a chance. I will get back to you on that, because I know you, a good one said it, not Viral, excuse me, a good one said that. So a good one, I will get back to you on that, I promise. I'm actually going to write it down on a piece of paper when I get a chance. I don't even have one. I spilled coffee everywhere the other day. So Wall Street Pete, sick dough in crypto. Don't know what much to say here, but to pay attention to the levels we talk about. We are building. I have one indicator before you go, so don't leave just yet. I want to show you something, and this is probably what I'm going to wait for. This will be my confirmation today. Are we going to break down? Are we going to go up? I did say I wanted to talk about the DXY and the S&P, so actually let's get back to that. If we're paying attention to what is happening here, and ladies and gentlemen, I actually predicted this pretty smoothly. What is happening is we're getting that shoulder specifically right there. DXY, if you followed me, I did a DXY. A little bit of some TA on it. I said we were getting this massive daily head and shoulders pattern. We were getting a double top here, and I said make sure to pay attention to this. The DXY is falling, which is why I believe Bitcoin is now done. And as you can see here, we really are going down. We really are getting that right shoulder right now. So I do pay attention to this, because if we do break through, and if we don't hit support at the 101 for the DXY, ladies and gentlemen, as we have about 0.98. So let's say 101 on the DXY. Once we lose that, Bitcoin could go anywhere. I just want people to understand that. So we have to watch this. This is a very, 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 very important pattern, very important thing for Bitcoin in the crypto space right now. It's the DXY. Don't believe it's important. You're going to find out the hard way. And like I said, just like I said here, DXY finally breaking out of that long pattern, S&P, excuse me. S&P breaking out of this long pattern. We were having trouble. I was trying to circle it, show you how big importance it was. 42.95 is the price where I need to see us get above and reverse this market, even on the traditional market. So S&P is going to be brought into the conversation here as we need high volatile waves in the upward trajectory. As I'm trying to explain that to you, it's very important. But we're not going to see diddly squat until 4,157 is finally broken on a daily. So today, 8 hours, 7 o'clock Eastern time. If somehow the daily, and it's amazing because this TA is amazing. I talked about that happening when we were here. That's still yet to happen. We have yet to find a daily candle breaking above the S&P 500 for that. So we need to have that happen. Please let it happen or we're going to get this retracement to the downside. And that is definitely going to correlate with the 20,000 Bitcoin I speak of all on this video. So you like this sort of thing, you enjoy technical analysis, you enjoy crypto news, please come visit us more often. Gentleman used to work on the New York Mercantile Exchange, a place where people were screaming and yelling, and we're going to go to the video, actually. I enjoy it that much. If you want to stick around and see where I used to work, we're going to watch it in live action. Robert Downey Jr. Came to visit. A lot of people say, I don't care for this part of the video much. You don't have to stay. I'm just showing my credentials that you cannot see right now in the camera currently. I don't know if it's because there it is. Postmaster, return postage guaranteed. Does anybody have one of these? Probably some of the people I work with do. New York Mercantile Exchange, 1 North End Avenue, World Financial Center, New York, New York. We actually worked there. It was a wonderful place. It was a handsome dude back then. Good morning, Chief. We're just going over to the end of the video here, talking about a lot today. Going to have to update the live stream and want many people to see this. So please don't go anywhere right now if you are new to the channel. If you're old and you've never actually seen this part, hope not to get a copyright. But Robert Downey Jr. Visits the NYMEX. This is where I used to work. I just showed you the address. It's now the Van Gogh Museum, but this is where I used to work, and I really love and miss this place. So I was told I should bring a couple of these people onto the show. Well, if I ever find these guys, this very young man here, Top Gun, that was his badge, TPGN. Very good trader, very nice guy. A lot of people passed away. A lot of these people are no longer around, but this is where I used to work. This is the craziest floor. This is the exchange. Look around on the floor. There's shit everywhere. People write. There's a receipt. There's a scrapbook. Garbage. What? Done. Throw it in the garbage. Nope. Right on the fucking floor. This is the place where I worked. Robert Downey Jr. couldn't take the screaming and yelling. All types of people came to visit. I met so many celebrities. I met so many presidents, so many athletes. I'm serious, and I brag because I hold that memory and all this to my heart. This is amazing. If it wasn't for this, I don't know what I would have done in life. I'm so glad I didn't go to college. I really am. Community college would have sucked for me. Screaming and yelling. There's a buyer. There's a seller. As you can see, if one person's hand's doing this, they're selling. If the other person's doing this, they're buying. If they're touching their head, they're trying to sell you something in tens. Watch, it happens. You'll see it on the screen. If they're touching with their fingernails, then you could tell, right? They're selling. If they're buying, then they're tapping it with their fingerprints on the inside of their palm. It's crazy, but these are the signs. This is how we traded. This is why they have badges. And Robert Downey Jr., he didn't understand it, and he called us money-hungry fucking whatever. It was disgusting to hear somebody famous before he became really famous, right? He was really young here, but this is where I worked. I love this place.
If money is evil, then that building is hell. This is.
If money is evil, that building is hell. Did you see the guy with 2 phones in his hands? Oh, those were the days. You be talking to someone, having a conversation. You look so foolish. Guys, we don't have phones anymore like that. It's crazy, right? We'll have a cell phone where we'll be chatting with 10 people on one phone. Guys, we used to have to do this. Talk to somebody in London, somebody in China, and they'd be like, yeah, what do you think right now, Mark? What do you think about Mike? Whatever the hell the guy's name is, you know? And you're talking, and like, oh, everybody's screaming. They're buying a lot of natural... That was the natural gas pit, I think, we were looking at. It's where I worked. And it's a crazy place. And we would charge you per share, right? These are lots. They're called lots. Shares equals lots. It's the same thing. How many lots did you buy of barrels of natural gas? At what price, what futures options, or whatever it may be? This is Robert Downey Jr. talking trash about the place. He knows nothing about it, obviously. He's just intimidated.
The most obnoxious group of money-hungry, low IQ, high energy, jackrabbit, fucking wannabe, big time, small time, shit talking, bothersome, irritating bunch of motherfuckers I have ever had to endure for more than 5 minutes.
So, as you can see here, that's where I'm from. There's an extended version. He's sitting down talking to every one of the brokers, trying to understand what's really going on. I think that was more for publicity at the time. I'm sure he felt it in his heart exactly the same. But as an S&P is not going to build, this is where we're from, ladies and gentlemen. You're following a guy who's in a crazy atmosphere. I talk every day about this place. I miss it so much. And one day we're going to come back and be able to feed and give back to the town and other people when we make it really big. So please subscribe, hit the bell, all notification. If you've been wondering who the hell you've been following, why this channel is what it is, well, I've already had to show somebody why I started the channel and how this wasn't a bogus trash crypto channel, as he said, and then turned him into a positive man, which was really nice. So you like that sort of thing, you like crypto news, like technical analysis. I used to actually work for some of the best traders in the world. And really, I've learned from some of the best and do appreciate every single thing that they have given me. Little do they know, they've given me more than they know just by watching them. So, Wall Street, Pete Signo, and crypto in the comments at the end of this video if you would like. Let me know what asset you want to talk about going further. Be careful. Crypto can change in a New York minute. And you know that. So until the next video, my friends, pay attention to the levels. Let me know what asset you want to go over in the comments in the next future videos. I will be glad to go over them and pay attention. Right now we have VRA that a good one was talking about. We'll see what's going on. And we are a big crypto community. We are the Wolves of Wall Street. So you want to be the Wolves and want to become part of this every morning as we talk. Sometimes do a video during the day and night if the market does present itself for us to have to talk about it. So we are here for emergency videos as well, but we will stay tuned for the next video. Please hit the bell, all notification, and most likely please get us to 100 likes on this video. Thank you.